The Legio XII Fulminata, also known as Paterna, Victrix, Antiqua, Certa Constans, and Galliena, was a legion of the Imperial Roman army. It was originally levied by Julius Caesar in 58 BC and which accompanied him during the Gallic Wars until 49 BC. The unit was still guarding the Euphrates River crossing near Melitna at the beginning of the 5th century. The legion's emblem was a thunderbolt. In later centuries it came to be called commonly, but incorrectly, the Legio Fulminatrix, the Thundering Legion. Under the Republic, the 12th Legion, as it is perhaps better known, fought in the battle against the Nervians, and probably also in the siege of Alesia. The 12th fought at the Battle of Pharsalus, when Caesar defeated Pompey. After Caesar won the civil war, the legion was named Victrix, and enlisted in 43 BC by Lepidus and Mark Antony. Mark Antony led the 12th, renamed 12 Antiqua, during his campaign against the Parthian Empire. During the latest part of Augustus' principality, 12 Fulminata served in Syria, camping at Raphina. Under the empire, against the Parthians in the east, King Vologeses I had invaded Armenia, a client kingdom of Rome. Emperor Nero ordered Gnaeus Domitius Corbulo, the new legatus of Cappadocia, to manage the matter, and Corbulo brought the IV Scythica from Moesia, and with 3 Gallica and Euphrates defeated the Parthians, restoring Tigranes VI to the Armenian throne. In 62, IV Scythica and 12 Fulminata, commanded by the new legate of Cappadocia, Lucius Caesenius Paetus, were defeated by the Parthians and Armenians at the Battle of Randir and forced to surrender. The legions were shamed and removed from the war theatre. Great Jewish Revolt in 66, after a zealot revolt had destroyed the Roman garrison in Jerusalem, the 12th Fulminata, with Vexillatianus of IV Scythica and Euphrates, was sent to retaliate, but it was sent back by Gaius Cestius Gallus, legatus of Syria, when he saw that the legion was weak. On its way back, 12 Fulminata was ambushed and defeated by Eleazar ben Simon at Beit Horon, and lost its Aquila. However, 12 Fulminata fought well in the last part of the war, and supported its commander T. Flavius Vespasian in his successful bid for the imperial throne. At the end of the war, 12 Fulminata and 16 Flavia Firma were sent to guard the Euphrates border, camping at Melitna. Defending the eastern frontier in 75 AD, 12 Fulminata was in Caucasus, where Emperor Vespasian had sent the legion to support the allied kingdoms of Iberia and Albania. Indeed, in Azerbaijan, an inscription has been found which reads, IMPDIOMITIASAREMANICOLVCIVSIVLIVSMAXIMVS Leg 12 FVL, under Imperator Domitian, Caesar, Augustus Germanicus, Lucius Julius Maximus. Legio XII Fulminata. Some historians argue that the actual settlement of Romana near Baku was possibly founded by the Roman troops of Lucius Julius Maximus from Legio XII Fulminata in circa 84-96 AD, and derives its name from the Latin Romana. Among the facts that strengthen this hypothesis are the military topographical map of Caucasus published in 1903 by Russian administration, which spells name of town as Romana, various Roman artifacts found in Absheron region, and also old inhabitants referring to the town as Romani. The legion was probably in Armenia during Trajan's campaign of 114 AD, that ended with the annexation of the Kingdom of Armenia. In 134, the threat of the Alans was subdued by the governor of Cappadocia, Arrian, who defeated the invaders with the aid of 12 Fulminata and 15 Apollinaris. The 12th probably fought in the Parthian campaign of Emperor Lucius Verus, in 162–166. If a mixed unit of 12 and 15 controlled for some time the newly conquered Armenian capital Artaxata, Emperor Marcus Aurelius commanded the 12 Fulminata in his campaign against the Quadi, a people inhabiting an area in modern-day Slovak Republic, and an episode of a miraculous rain saving a 12th subunit from defeat is reported by the sources. At this time, most of the 12th was composed chiefly of Christians. There was a belief that this had led to the emperor issuing a decree forbidding the persecution of the Christians, but this seems to have been based on a forgery. In 175, the legion was in Melitna, when Avidius Cassius revolted. The 12th, having been loyal to the emperor, obtained the cognomen Certa Constans, surely constant. After the death of Emperor Pertinax, 193, 12 Fulminata supported the governor of Syria, Pescennius Niger, who was in the end defeated by Emperor Septimius Severus. When the eastern frontier of the empire was moved from the Euphrates to the Tigris, the 12th stayed in the reserve, possibly as a punishment for its support of Severus' arrival. The region around Melitna was one of the first in which Christian faith spread. Polyeuctus is a martyr under Valerian, who was a soldier of the 12th. The Sassanid Empire was a major threat to the Roman power in the east. King Shapur II conquered the base of the 15 Apollinaris, Satala, and sacked Trapezus. Emperor Valerian moved against Shapur, but was defeated and captured. The defeat caused the partial collapse of the empire, with the secessionistic Gallic Empire in the west and Palmyrene Empire in the east. It is known that the 12th Fulminata was under the command of Odaenathus, ruler of the Palmyrene Empire, but also that Emperor Gallienus awarded the legion with the cognomen Galliena. After these episodes, the records of the Fulminata are scarce. The Palmyrene Empire was reconquered by Aurelian. Emperor Diocletian defeated the Sassanids and moved the frontier to northern Mesopotamia. The 12th, which probably took part to these campaigns, is recorded guarding the frontier of the Euphrates in Melitna, at the beginning of the 5th century. In popular culture, in Rick Riordan's book, The Son of Neptune, the 12th Legion went to America after the fall of Rome following the Roman gods as they moved Mount Olympus to Manhattan. The Legion stayed at San Francisco where they founded the Roman demigod Camp Jupiter. The Legion's eagle had been found by the 12th Legion and subsequently lost again in Alaska during the 1980s. It was then recovered by Percy Jackson. In Mikhail Bulgakov's book, The Master and Margarita, Pontius Pilate mentions the Legion during his meeting with Caiaphas. He threatens using the Legion in bloody pacification of possible future Jewish rebellion, along with auxiliary Arab cavalry.